Turning to Hong Kong, where a new iconic landmark has just opened its doors in celebration of the 25th anniversary of Hong Kong's return to China. The Hong Kong Palace Museum in the West Kowloon Cultural District is presenting 900 priceless treasures from the Forbidden City in Beijing. It's also home to some eye-catching modern interpretations of traditional Chinese art. Though it carries the imperial lineage from the Palace Museum in Beijing, everything about it speaks Generation Alpha. Take a look.
Roaring into life, Hong Kong's new Palace Museum has thrown open its huge red doors to the public. It's so exciting to be here on the opening day of the museum. I've got my guide map with me already, and we have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 floors of exhibits to look around. So, let's go. I started my journey at the museum by travelling back in time to learn about 18th century life at the Forbidden City in Beijing. This gallery is full of priceless artefacts from the original Palace Museum there, including extravagant elephants, imperial seals, and gold-plated clocks and mirrors. Well, it says here that the emperor would check his appearance in this mirror every day, so I hope this is up to his standards. There are hundreds of colourful scrolls on display and interactive touchscreens that teach you how to touch up your own calligraphy. The museum's curators have found lots of interesting and creative ways to bring the artwork here to life. Here we've got this beautiful ink scroll painting from the 17th century of 8 mythical horses. But over here, just take a step this way and we've got this giant wall-to-wall animation of the same thing. And the best part is, if you say the right magical, mythical word, they'll come and say hello. I wasn't the only one who was excited about the grand opening.
I've never been to the Palace Museum in Beijing, so as soon as I heard there was one opening in Hong Kong, I went online straight away to book tickets.
It's amazing to see so many precious artifacts up close.
It's really rare to see so many different kinds of exhibits all in one place.
The robes that the old emperor used to wear are so pretty.
It's not just historical artifacts catching the attention of visitors. This gallery showcases modern interpretations of traditional Chinese art. I managed to chat to some of the local artists whose work is on display here.
The artwork title, Waving Script, is actually an imagination of the future.
Chris spent a week meticulously studying the ancient calligraphy in the rest of the museum and then programmed a robotic arm to mimic himself reproducing the characters.
I believe that in the future there will be some kind of new technology that we use another way to perceive calligraphy or characters.
On the other side of the room, artist Hong Kong has used rotating sculptures and miniature cameras to create an impression of floating in the universe.
I would like to transform or further extend the traditional Chinese theory to appreciate Chinese painting, allow the audience to be able to imagine themselves totally immersed inside the painting in the past.
What does it mean to be in a space like this? Because this is quite an unusual space for an artist like you to have your work exhibited in.
They believe and then they support, and then they allow us to have a lot of freedom to transform our artistic idea to the collective item. So I think somehow it suggests another kind of vision about the museum. They are no longer just only happy with showing the antique issue, but they want to have something connected to the audience, or they want to have some kinds of interactive with the audience.
There's set to be even more interactivity at the museum in the coming months. It'll host a wide range of music and drama performances and regular film screenings. There'll also be workshops in traditional art skills and training events at local schools. It's hoped that'll inspire the creation of a whole new treasure chest of Chinese art and multiple more museums to showcase it all. Richard Kimber for CGTN in Hong Kong.